We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Game 1 here in the month of August between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. These two will have a likely impact in this series. Game 1 is next. Evan Rankin gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
First delivery to him on the way, and that one just missed outside. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that's a rookie.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Next to bat for the Giants, Miguel Chacin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
One away here to begin the third. The next Cub up, King Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Come on, get there, get there. Stand up right here, stand up,
and
pick
he'll
it up.
take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching. Alan Hansen the next to bat. He'll start off the 5th in this one. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bishop giving chase. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. King Bishop. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A little bouncer.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit. And the run is in to score from third. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. Last time through was a base hit. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs are on. Striding in once again, King Bishop.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the...
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 30 home runs on the year. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later. Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Cubbies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Evan Rankin earns win. Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants. Philip Park will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Stepping into the box, King Bishop coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. And the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him. And when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out. This guy's going to do some major damage.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Bishop ranging back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is in there. So that's his 3rd triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt, but he looked very capable there of picking up some more as the season.
Zach Granite the next to bat. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bishop is over, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Strike called, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Hard 90, hard 90.
On the ground. Arenado's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Pivetta. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Williams. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Nigel Johnson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bishop is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Tim Anderson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Digging in now, King Bishop.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Bishop bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
Beat it out, beat it out.
Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman.
Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. He beats the tag. Safe. And they've taken the lead here in the seventh.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here?
Ready once again, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Wheeler into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
That's a ball.
Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Getting late here at Wrigley Field. These two clubs have battled all throughout this one, as you can see on the line score. We're all square as they play inning number 8. Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the San Francisco. Ken Charles is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And, wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Contreras is off at first with 2 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. A little bouncer. The 2-2 one more time. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 2 down, runners at first and second. Popped up. Encarnacion shading to his right. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple. And this is still a nut. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, King Bishop.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
First delivery to him on the way. Low with the splitter, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Johnson is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Next to bat for the Giants, Nigel Johnson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit.
Cut.
The tying run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
No balls and 1 strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Granite waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. The next Cub up, King Bishop. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Johnson has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Zach Granite the next at bat. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Williams, but it's the center fielder who gets there, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3 as the
and he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season, and he's proven to be as reliable as anyone.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Almost time for these two to square. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Bishop. 2 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, King Bishop, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned.
Leading off the inning, King Bishop, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in the zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Tapia racing back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Solo shot to right center. 32 now for the season. And the Cubs are back to even now with 1 run apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Digging in and looking for more, King Bishop.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Stand up, pick it up.
The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Up next will be Nick Williams. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-2.
On the bag, right here, on the
and
bag.
He knocks it down. Throw goes over to third. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and they're runners at the corners now. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Into the box now, King Bishop. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
King Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Calhoun is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Chicago took the lead in the... Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of... Blake Snell gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire.
Go hard, go
Pitchers
hard,
seem
go
to
hard.
like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
So in now for Chicago, King. Bishop 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
King Bishop.
From the belt, the pitch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bishop has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. Right side. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in for the Rockies, Jordan Patterson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dance.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Brugman going back on it, but it bangs off the wall, and that should get him on the board. And the second run will score as well.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Skied into straightaway right. Patterson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So coming to the plate, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first. It's a double play as there was.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Colorado rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Francis Martes earned his 5th win of the year. Blake Snell takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Brett Batista hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt. Doesn't get much better. Evan Rankin starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
And this is low, ball 1. These Rockies guys have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Off the LED board and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. King Bishop will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air. Davis has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Striding into the box, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Profar coming in. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
McMahon on third with 2 out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bregman's on his horse, and that ends the inning. Rockies forced to settle for one. Striding in once again, Jurickson Profar. He homered back in the third inning in this one. High in the air out to center field. Bishop moves over. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready for another chance? King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 4-3 our score here as we play the eighth. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Tapia racing back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and we are tied again.
Yeah, he's been producing at the plate all year, so this should come as a surprise to nobody. But just because it's expected doesn't mean it's any less impressive. One swing, and we are tied.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is there. He's got it 1 away. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Chicago with their 80th win to pace the division. Bryce De La Cruz wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew.